all regular footers, or sometimes called natural footers as well, standing with their left foot forward. It'll be an all backhand battle in quarterfinal number 1. Then we'll get to the big goofy foot names on the bottom part of the draw.
And wrestle it off your competitor, but it seems like Filipe has been in perfect rhythm and he's going to get things started today. Oh!
And just after quite a hustle and a back, and so now Griffin with priority will force Toledo to kick out as he hits the first section. Nice comfortable style from the Californian, big whip there in the pocket. Another big blast, perfect style and composure. Fighting through that breeze. But board's looking smooth. Every snap looked clean. Surfing with conviction. And now back out into some open face. Couple of setup turns. He's hoping for a little inside corner to play with. Nice jam there from last year's world runner-up. And knifes it over the shallow section. 1 o'clock in the afternoon local time. High tide is 4 o'clock. Colapinto lost to Griffin, but he's always going to shake that off and support Big Bro alongside the coach, Tommy Whitaker.
He doesn't like having it on these smaller fish boards, but let's have a look at the replay here of Griff. Watch him square up on this first turn here, gets around the section, clocks it, gets that little tail drift, and again, the second one had a little bit more spice to it. Bit draggy on the third one as that wind starts to clock up. You can feel it picking up as he's riding through this wave. He brings it all the way through to the inside. I kind of like how he stuck with it. This little mini section through the inside as the tide's coming up offers a few extra little bowly sections through this inside. So building points, incremental points, but still he's putting numbers on the board.
He'll now watch Filipe's wave for the Red Bull ski. Toledo trying to control that first turn. Goes for the big climb that puts him out in front. Nice backhand wrap and pushing hard. Choosing that same surfboard that he's been enjoying in these conditions the last couple of heats. Surprised everybody and has been putting together some big turns, like right out in front all the way through. So after a stumble out the back, he picks up the pace and turns in some stellar backside turns.
And, you know, he's going to turn whatever that wave, say it was a 6, into perhaps a 6.5, even with those final 2 moments. Jess, what do you like here?
I love this first turn more than anything. I thought he might have gone down again on that first turn, but recovered so nicely. And that foam climb, it would have been really hard to do just with how much wind is rushing up the face. Forced to go to his rail a couple of times here. Just with this wall, you can see slightly more tapered to what we saw from Griffin's wall. Or a similar kind of story, but yeah, Griff maybe getting the better.
This is why we waited. Look at this wall. Solid one for Colapinto. Tags it again. With a lot of speed, he'll just knife that warbly little coping that's just lifting on him with that breeze, but crushing his target so well. Griff drives into the pocket. Nice clean snap. Now it's going to really fill up, and he'll quickly call for the Red Bull ski to do another lap here in Manu Bay. A 7.83 under the priority of Filipe Toledo. We're watching what Kaipo was looking at. What a crazy wave there to really extend his lead over Toledo, Kipes.
Really, everything's going Griffin's way right now, Joe, and some just punches on the backhand there, getting the fins out the back. But, you know, I also have a thought that there's no real bad kind of sessions. There's sometimes just bad equipment choices. And I'm thinking about the equipment right now. During the hold, Filipe Toledo actually took out a swallowtail quad, and that looked good on Toledo. He's sticking with this 2+1.
Filipe live action. And he goes down again, riding that same model, the Mother 2 from Sharp Eye, 2+1, 5.8. The surfboards they've chosen to ride, Jesse, as we look at Griffin looking interested here. 8.5 on his last. He's just going to quietly roll into this one under priority. Already a snap to start. Flying. There's the fin throw on the second decision. Big blast there with some power. Colapinto knifes it again. Under the priority of Filipe Toledo. He may be ditching that 6.67. A little messy section's going to slow that last turn down, but he knows he's got controlled the situation. Luke Hitchings hanging out.
second gear. He went a gear up on this wave here, and you can really tell just by the intensity that he surfed this wave with. He noted out this wave didn't have a lot of bumps on it too, so it allowed him to draw these smoother lines. That second one, pushing through the tail at the top of the wave with that wind coming cross shore. It is so hard to do what he is doing right now, just with how tricky this wind is, but Griff just leveled up on that last wave.
As we watch Filipe Toledo up and down again, JJ.
Yeah, this is so uncharacteristic right now from Filipe.
Minute to minute. Looks like Filipe is going to pull the trigger here.
Let's watch Filipe get himself going again. His best turn so far of the match. Into a backhand float, hard landing, picks it up for a vicious vertical snap. Another big blow off the top. Filipe is just going over the handlebars after he was showing the world that he was confident on his equipment. And another fall.
Because we've seen him just surfing amazing on it. Let's have a look at the replay here again. These few turns here is where he starts to connect. That one, and then backs it up again. That one was so pinpoint perfect accuracy. And then let's see what happens. So just catches the nose, that inside edge, and goes down.
I was watching that wave and I was thinking, oh, when do you change equipment? But he just proved that he can rip on that one in these conditions.
Here comes Griff, just highlighting, finding the flow state, activating a big backside hammer. Carves it and just kind of sees Filipe. He's like, I better try to get control again. Check out waterfalls, go on great hikes, watch world-class surfing like Filipe Toledo now. Trying to make a comeback. He'll blow the tail into reverse aggressively.
Wow.
Into a big power wrap. This wave doesn't have the height that Griffin's had on his top two, but Toledo is definitely surfing this one up. Nice controlled backhand carving work on the open face. Little pop shove it, he's down. Superhuman athletes. JJ, how about this first move?
This was crazy. There's just so much speed. And to do that in that part of the wave as well, it was definitely the most critical. And they're those moments that make the judges and the crowd go, oh, okay. Like he really is, like you mentioned, Joe, surfing this wave up. But he's surfing, to me, this wave like it's a 20, bar that first turn, obviously. You can see him highlining, patiently waiting in between moments, which obviously you need to find that tempo with this wave out there. I just want to note as well, this board not catching on this wave, but it is a relatively smaller wave in comparison to what we've seen him on. So when he has caught, they've been slightly bigger waves now.
Griffin doesn't want it. He'll let Filipe roll, but it's got a smooth face. That'll work well with this Sharp Eye surfboard. 2+1, already ripping some big sections. Nice control on the arc, right into a bottom turn, crushes it vertically. Critical section again. Toledo is finding his magic. Tagging it again, and he is fired up.
Yeah, there it is.
Just woke up a giant after a few falls, trying to find his rhythm. A lot of chop on the sets that he fell on.
Dropping that 783.
And then the comparison to Toledo, Rick.
Yeah, well, both of these waves actually feel excellent. Some variety with Toledo here, just connecting with that lip perfectly, and more of a expressive carve, big elongated bottom turn on these. Oh gosh, these carves down the line are just ferocious. You could tell there was a different connection to this wave than his previous waves, and he's all fired up because of it. Just really toying with the lip there. That moment where he's just sort of hovering and drifting in perfect control. Filipe driving hard off the bottom, but I like these extended bottom turns. Bit more of a carve off the top on that one. Great angle here. You can actually just see the bottom of the board totally disconnecting with the wave face. And again, the
Griffin on the next one. And he's shown some signs of a little emotion there, so he might have done something out the back while Filipe was riding. We'll show you that in a moment. Here's a little tag there, getting close to the boat ramp. And just putting every part of this insider away. He is a great surfer in 1 foot conditions, because there's a wave called T Street that he's been surfing his entire life. And that canvas can get funky, it could go flat, it could bowl on you on surprise, so he's ready to adapt to anything.
I'm excited to see what Griffin did at the start of this wave. He obviously loved it. Gears up, high lines on this first section, just drifts that tail. He really does have that turn on lock. Doing it again, but slightly under the lip. I just love the variety he's given, pushing harder each and every time. Backside floater into yet another big tail drift carve here. Oh, snap, I should say. And then just through this inside section, this is where we see that energy, that emotion start to pour out of Griff. And he went to town through this inside. I mean, you can see he doesn't have to wind up as hard as he did out the back because this wave slightly smaller through the inside. But even with that, these turns still have so much velocity to him and just aggression in it as well. So Griff.
Just sit here and watch it. No worries, brother.
Go, Filipe Toledo, big sections. He's coming down from. He was still right away. Even though that was an awkward little hit, he's showing that he's got total control. Big hammer there again. And with this board design, he's going to make sections without a problem. It's really full there, so he's just catching up to the Water Patrol at the 3-minute mark. Last wave for Griff, 8-6, he's up again. Nice blast there. The Californian steady off the bottom. Another big snap. Jams it, and he sinks. So that will be a throwaway. And give the judges a chance to catch up here. Every one of these waves, he will commit to this. Almost thought he was going to pull in. Toledo, big carve there. Needs an 8.4. Big bottom turn, hammers it. Two-time world champ, backhand float. Great start. It's opening up for him. Toledo meets it with a beautiful turn. It's already filling up on him. Well, let's watch some more surfing. Griffin Colapinto. 20 seconds to go. He's going to surf this one like he needs it. Beautiful start. Snap, snap to carve. Nice and tight in the pocket on all of his maneuvers. And the 27-year-old will just hug that white water. And I think that everybody on the beach, in the stands, in the Red Bull Athletes Zone will be on their feet applauding this performance from both of these athletes. The last score in the 7 range, not enough. A 7.13 to be exact. 15.83 plus total in the loss to Griff. Filipe's turned in at least 14 points in every heat he's surfed in.